Hi, my name is Ashley Harmon, and I'm here to complete assignment 1.1. So the first question is, in your words, explain how equity literate educators can transform learning environments to address the needs of all students. Okay, so equity literate educators can impact the realm of education in both the long term and short term by being aware of inequities and being prepared to address them as they arise. In Gorskit's article, Equity Literacy for Educators, he states that equity literacy is a framework for cultivating the knowledge and skills that enables us to be a threat to the existence of inequity in our spheres of influence. This speaks volumes to the importance of the role that educators play in the equity process. As an educator, it is our job to ensure students feel safe, accepted, and validated. Therefore, it is not enough to merely understand and recognize when there is inequality present in our classroom and schools. We must play an active part in eliminating inequality through addressing situations in the moment they arise and bringing open dialogues to colleagues and communities around us. I feel that many educators simply focus on the equity of race, but reality is that inequity occurs not only between races, but also genders, sexual orientation, language, religion, and anything that creates a separation within a population. Educators must work to decrease the effects of these differences by creating a space inviting to all individuals in their specific needs. Diversity can create inequity, but having an atmosphere that addresses all needs of diversity, including parental and community involvement, can help reduce incidents of inequity and create a judgment-free space to speak about the issues when they do arise. Okay, so for question number 2, the question was, reflect upon a time from your own schooling when you felt especially included, engaged, appreciated, and validated. Explain why it is important for students to be validated and appreciated in the classroom through an equitable learning environment. Okay, so moving from North Carolina to Texas, this occurred when I was in high school, a freshman in high school. It was a huge transition because I went from a very small town with an extremely low amount of diversity to a large city that thrived off of diversity. When I walked into my first class at the high school, I immediately felt inadequate because of my lack of knowledge. Because of my lack of knowledge. My lack of knowledge about the different cultures and races, and just there was so much new that I had never experienced before. During this time, I was also being made fun of both by teachers and students for the way I spoke and the clothes I wore. However, my homeroom teacher took it upon herself to give me space to speak about where I grew up and the traditions and standards that occurred within my community. She also left space for questions I had about others and their way of life. Anytime I wanted to know more about a person, culture, or characteristic, she was someone I could go to. Gorski says that one of the abilities an effective equity educator must have is the ability to respond. I feel as though this particular teacher did an amazing job at responding and creating a safe place for me to express my experiences. This example is proof of why equity is so important in the educational system. When I was getting made fun of by my teachers, I shut down. I didn't care about learning and I wanted to become invisible. When students are more concerned about their environment and how they will be treated, they don't have the opportunity to complete the learning they deserve. A child must feel safe before they can reach their full potential. Therefore, I believe that being an equity teacher is one of the most important things an educator can do, because we want to prevent that shutdown. We want to prevent the internalization of the feelings of inadequacy and the feelings of not enough and confusion and chaos, because those feelings lead to very harmful behaviors, whether it's what seems like a small behavior of shutting down and not doing your work, or even larger scale behaviors where they turn aggressive in the classroom and in the community. And so making that acceptance and that open environment is very, very crucial. So yeah, that's all I have. Thanks.